Hey guys, welcome back. It's Claytano. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And today we'll be taking a look at 3 RTA fights all against G3 players, and one of them even one of the best RTA players in the world. So let's just pull them up here real quick. I have my battle, and right away you see Tiger, okay? One of the best Summoners War accounts, if not the best Summoners War account ever in the entire world. So I fought him. That's a fun story. We'll get to that at the very end. But I did fight Scat Fetus and then this other player, EU. So let's just get right into it though. I'm going to talk through it, kind of see what's going on. So let's just take a look at the info first. So he picked Tableau. I don't have a Tableau. His complaint was that he wasn't paying attention. He was at the gym on the treadmill getting his cardio in and didn't realize that he pulled me in RTA. By the way, these are all ranked games. These are not just random, like Goodwill battles. These are actually ranked games. He didn't realize that it was me. I didn't think that I had a Tableau, so he just pulled it because he needed it the first shot. I got Sierra, Ganymede, and then he did Wusa, then Veligul. I picked Ganymede though because I knew Scat has a Ganymede, and then I picked Leo into Tableau. I think is a really good counter for Tableau. A lot of people think it's a great counter for Tableau. Of course, Artemile, because I knew I was going to go with Molong next, and I just wanted to tease him with the Molong because Scat Fetus doesn't have Molong. Rip. So knowing your opponent is definitely a huge advantage in RTA, of course. But yeah, so the main thing was though that I just picked the Ganymede before he was able to get it because he wasn't paying attention. Otherwise, he probably would have picked Ganymede first, which is fine. I mean, maybe there'll be a rematch going forward. But you can see Tableau first pick, Sierra, Ganymede, Wusa, Veligul, double condoms. Of course, Scat Fetus needs double condoms, getting everybody pregnant up in this bitch. And then I pulled out Molong. He doesn't like Molong, so of course he banned it right off the bat there. He thinks that Molong is probably one of the best RTA monsters, hands down, in the entire game. I agree with him. Molong is pretty sweet, and I was very lucky to get the Molong. So I went ahead and tried to get a violent proc and remove the will off the Tableau there. Wasn't able to do. I'm going to slow this down just a little bit here until we get into a little bit more of the stuff. So he's going after my Sierra first. He knows that Sierra is probably going to be the biggest threat to his entire team. So really, I just got to make sure that I keep Sierra alive long enough to be able to get off one bomb. I just need one bomb. Maybe we could speed up just a little bit. So I just need one bomb to land on the Tableau. But he's really going after Sierra hard. But he's running out of his will because Artemile being super OP, just removing everybody's buffs in the entire match. I was able to seal magic on the Tableau, giving me enough time to drop a bomb and delete the Tableau. So now from here, I just have to make sure that I kind of CC enough and not get countered and stunned by the Iris. Otherwise, for the most part, if he takes out another one of my monsters along with Sierra, say Ganymede, it could be a bad situation. But from here, I'm still feeling pretty strong. I don't know why I went after. Oh yeah, so I started going after the Wusa there because I didn't want the Iris, or yeah, the Iris to counter me more than Iris needs to counter, unfortunately. So Torrents, I don't know why, but I started going after the Veligul. Iris keeps coming down and seals my Ganymede. And yeah, so just continuing to roll on the Artemile counters. I need to get a stun on the Iris, so then I'll go after the Iris after I stun it. Sanctuary though. Sanctuary doesn't do much when you have a Artemile on your team, just like that. And now I start doing a lot of damage. You can see the Leo starts scaling a little bit more with the attack power. Is not able to take down my Ganymede. I do have Archangel's Blessing up and able to remove the Iris. And from here on out, pretty much GG. And yeah, for the most part, it was one in the pick ban stage though. because of the Tableau pick. Didn't know that I had Ganymede. I have pretty much every monster except for the relevant ones, other than Ganymede, other than Molong, other than Artemao, other than Leo, other than... I don't have Wusa, though. I don't have Wusa. I don't have any of the LD natural 4-star monsters that are relevant in RTA. I don't have Iris. I don't have Tableau. I don't have Amduat. Nothing like that. I don't even have Wusa. Yeah, did I already say that? I don't have Wusa. So that was Scaphetus. And then here off next we have this interesting fight. Okay, it was an interesting fight. I'll just go through it real quick. He picked Sierra first, and that left me with Ganymede, Molong to go next. And then I had the 2 gauge boosters because he picked Virad and Gemini after. So I was like, okay, he's trying to speed cleave me, 100% trying to speed cleave me. So what can he use to speed cleave me? Well, he can use Tiana, so I counterpicked Tiana. And then I also picked the Kabila because I wanted to still have some sort of gauge booster to be faster than him. And then he went with a Tyron and Zeros. So I was like, oh, what better person to go with it than Veligil? So that's was the thought process behind that. We'll go ahead and take a look at it. I was surprised that this person was G3. Like I was assuming they have to have some really legitimate runes. Really legitimate runes to run this speed cleave comp. I feel like I may have taken one of his main monsters because all I had to do was remove the Gemini from the equation, and he's not going to have any turns on me besides you know, anything without will. Just not gonna happen. But his Zeros though was faster than my Swift Molong, so that was pretty fast. But as soon as I put up the immunity from Veligil, it was GG. Now this next fight, I'm gonna play it out. It's an interesting one. Okay, I don't really know how I would beat Tiger. Okay, so this one I actually pulled him live on stream last night during a Summon Sunday, and it was super hype. I was excited, but I was nervous at the same time. I've never fought him before. But we have, you know, I picked Molong first just because I feel like that's, again, the best monster in RTA. And then he picked Wusa Iris, which is a really good choice, obviously. Then I went with Ganymede Sierra. He did his Tableau Vivishell pick, and I didn't really know how to counter Tableau and Vivishell other than doing the Leo again like I did against Scat to counter the Tableau. And then I put in Artemao just to, you know, kind of help against the Iris because he's a little bit of a counter to Iris. I almost put in Leica though. Leica's a good counter to Iris as well because Iris is always doing AoEs, always touching the Leica, and Leica could potentially just womp womp on the Iris and take it down. But at the end of the day, I ended up removing the Tessarian because I didn't have enough will. And I knew if I didn't take care of the Tessarian, he would be... I mean, I have a lot of passives. I have the Leo, and then I also have the Artemao passive that I had to worry about. I feel like at this point I should have banned Vivishell. That monster is really, really OP. Really OP. But... again, I'm going to play it out. I'll talk through it. I'm not going to stop it all. I know last time I did an RTA fight and I stopped it. You guys were super hangry at me, and I will try not to ever do that again in my life because that was, yeah. Lessons learned, guys. Lessons learned. Mistakes were made. But I've actually watched this fight a few times now because I don't know what to do to beat him. I needed the stun though. I was like, I need to get this stun, and I dropped the stun down, but look at this HP. Look at the HP that I have, and then look at Artemao just beasting through. I'm sure he was raging hard that my Artemao was still around. But then I started going after the Tableau, and I don't know, the Tableau was just not dying. It was not dying ever. And I couldn't actually get a hit off with Sierra the entire match. It was always stunned. Maybe if he didn't get lucky stuns, I would have been able to be in better shape. I should not have done that. I reset the Wusa twice. I was nervous, guys. I was nervous. It happens. So there goes Sierra. So all my damage is pretty much gone. All my damage is gone. From this point, I have to rely on counters from my stunned Artemile, and I have to rely on the second skill from Leo to bring myself back to life. But again, at this point, it was pretty much game over at this point, but I just kept rolling it out. I went ahead and did a torrent. He's landing a whole lot of stuns, despair stuns from his Iris, though. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like if I didn't get stunned as much, it could have been a different story. But look, every single time I was able to stun my Leo or my Artemile, and I was getting pretty angry. There's nothing I could have done at that point. Like, the will is up. He's switching my destiny between my attack bar and my health bar. That little jerk. And then still didn't take me down. I'm sure he was raging a little bit. Just like eye rolling. Not really like raging because he knew he was going to win. But it's just like eye rolling. Like, here goes this stupid Artemile. And then when you get a stun on Artemile, it's like, fuck. Like, he's so useless. He's so useless when he's stunned. He really is. And I was just waiting for his Vivishell to try to use that, like, Twisted Fate skill or whatever it was called on my Leo, so that way I can, you know, use my torrent. But he shielded, or not shielded me, but silenced me, and I wasn't able to do it. So I want to switch to my reaction though for the points, because the point difference in this match was insane. Like, why am I pulling the rank 2 player in RTA? Why am I pulling the rank 1 player? At the time, I think it was rank 1 in RTA that I pulled him, and I was like, why am I pulling him? And so just take a look at the rest of the clip, guys. From that, I'm not gonna come back after it, but thank you guys so much for watching. As always, stay soupy, don't be potatoes, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Fuck. I lost. I lost. It's okay. It's fine. Alright, take your 1 point, Tiger, and get out of here. Be gone. Take your 1 point and leave. Take your 1 point. You know what? I don't even want your 1 point. Boom! I lost 0 points! I lost 0 points! What? What? Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Totally worth it. 100% worth it. What's going on, Soup? It's Claytano. Be sure to subscribe for more content every single day. If you missed yesterday's video, you can check it out here. And if you're in need of some free crystals, you can click on this other link instead. Also, if you want to stay connected with me personally, go ahead and hit me up on any social media platform at Claytano, and I will see you guys tomorrow.